Today, I'm going to showcase one of the most outrageous loot runs that you can do right now, and it features a marked room. So we are going to do a full loot run, going through all of the key areas that you can hit up to maximize your money when doing this loot run. But in particular, we're going to be going to one of the most exclusive areas in the game, of course having to have unlocked Lightkeeper. And so if you're wondering, is Lightkeeper worth actually doing within PVE on Escape from Tarkov, this video should pretty much sum up why you should definitely get yourself towards him. And with the changes that they've recently done to Lightkeeper's questline, where you can actually complete it now, there's even more of an incentive to go and get yourself up to Lightkeeper. So, luckily we have spawned directly next to where we can start the run. Now, whether you want high tier ammunition or you're simply going for rubles, this is a way in which I managed to get just over 35 million rubles. We are playing live right now, and so I'm going to do the run live. You're going to see exactly what we get. There's no editing or anything, and then I'm going to showcase off a full 10 raids worth of loot that we managed to get. So we kind of come to this abandoned shack directly outside. We're looking for ammo spawns that do spawn around here. Around the back of here, you will actually find yourself a little dead scav that can spawn directly over here in this kind of tunnel alongside a duffel bag, so a nice way of getting some extra loot. Of course, if you spawn up by the shallows, you can go and loot those up using the typical loot run that is on Tarkov, but we're really trying to showcase off some more nuanced loot runs that aren't necessarily as well known. And considering we're going to be hitting up this room right here, the shared bedroom marked key, which is only 700,000 rubles at the time of recording this video, whether that will go up or down. And we actually bought about 5 of them yesterday for about 400,000 rubles, so you can probably pick them up for quite cheap. Now, obviously, in order to do this, you do need a encoded DSP radio transmitter to cross the bridge. However, there is a way of doing it without actually doing the Lightkeeper task whatsoever. It's very, very risky to cross the bridge, and of course, then you'll have to deal with some of the boss, Zirachi, which is probably not ideal for a lot of players who are newer to the game. But either way, there is a way. I'm not going to showcase off how to actually cross the bridge. I'm not that well versed in crossing the bridge, to be honest, when I do not have Lightkeeper. And so there is a route that you can take. You can search it up on YouTube if you want to make advantage of that. There's lots of guides out there, and they're going to be better than anything I can put together as of right now. Or at least, you know, if you want a quick answer as to how to cross the bridge. But the first thing that we do is, as we go along the bridge, there is a ton of spawns. Now, in here, we are able to pick up a technical supply crate. We also have a food spawn. This actually spawned a moonshine for me right on top of this concrete kind of pads. And so we come over to here. There's some more ammunition spawns. There is often high tier ammunition all over the bridge, and in general, just the entire area leading up to, of course, the lighthouse island. And so we're just checking around, seeing if we can pick up some of that high tier ammunition, and we just make our way all the way across now. So we're heading up to the main area where we're going to be looting, checking up the boxes. There's also a green box over here which can have all sorts of stuff in. It's a weapon box, so whether or not you get anything that you actually want to take out, a lot of the time value per slot is just not that great. But you can see we have got 2 rigs in our inventory. That's because there are a 3-slot rig, and so we can actually get 4 slots out of them. So it's just a bit of extra space. We bring along a trimmer so we can get to the extract a little bit easier. And then in this box directly to the left of where you come through the bridge, there is a rare loot spawn that can spawn in this crate. You've got ammo spawns all over. And then directly around this corner, we've got some more rare loot spawns that can spawn, and some more ammo spawns. The actual rare loot spawn is like down here on the floor and on this. But you can see we can pick up a ton of BP ammunition, as well as, you know, you're getting the FMJ rounds for the SIG and that sort of stuff all around this area. Then we come into here, you've got yourself a little drawer. I never find anything in these, so it's utterly pointless. On this chair, we've got a ton of spawns for ammunition and just generally decent value loot. We got ourselves a slug, JSP. A lot of the items have gone down in price, so things like M parts, but we'll take them since we got slots. You got a rare spawn on the desk and a computer down here. So obviously, if you're worried about getting taken out or something like that, you can just drop them into your back if you do have them. Space in there. Duffel bag does spawn on this chair. You've also got a ammo spawn that spawns right there. And generally, I was so amazed at how much loot I was coming out with. Literally, last night I spent maybe like 3 hours and we made 35 million rubles. Just simply, that's including the costs of things that we used in the raid as well. And I'll show you exactly what we did actually get. I did have to sell some stuff because it didn't all fit in a thick case and I didn't have any extra space. We got ourselves some food spawns in here. It's often quite nice because you can pick up sugars just like there. And obviously normal food items that you can use to essentially keep your food up during the raids and to just continuously have food so you can keep on running the run. And then you've got some ammunition, you've got a jacket. Over here in this drawer thing, there's a Bitcoin spawn and just a rare loot spawn in there. Nothing in there in this raid, but you've also got some spawns on the table, so always worth checking over here. On the pool table, you've got ammunition spawns that do spawn all over here. More ammunition spawns, and then if we take a turn around, some more ammunition spawns. You've got a wide range of weapon parts that spawn on this shelf over here, and you want to check on this shelf as well. And then we've got our first key that we do open. It is the conference room key. There's quite a few rare spawns that do spawn in here. On your right, you've got a couple of rare spawns that can have, for example, just generally rare loot spawns, but also can have some stimulants as well. Obviously, what you want to do is, as you're going through, making sure to unpack the ammunition or storing it away, putting all of those 2 slots in the rigs to clear up a bit more space. We can pick up a weapon because we've got a ton of space, and it doesn't affect our weight because we've got maximum weight. On top of the safe right here, you can't actually open this safe, I don't believe, unless someone who's watching the video, maybe you know how to, but I've not found any way of actually opening that. Then, yeah, there's a rare spawn literally right here. Underneath here, there's a computer spawn. And on top of the desk, there's also some rare spawns that can spawn as well. You got some drawers. I never bother opening them. And then we kind of come out of this room and we head on back downstairs. And downstairs, we continue out. We come into this little building with the blue door. And we got 2 jackets over here. And in the jackets, you can obviously get all sorts, marked room keys and that sort of thing. And a technical supply crate. Probably won't get anything. Oh, a power bank. Not bad. FCON is worth a little bit, but who cares? A serve lighter on the floor, and on here you've got another rare technical item spawn, so a sledgehammer is what we got, and a Xeno over there. Now, as we come out of here, you can jump up into here for some more weapon parts. Nothing too much of interest for me, but there we go. We can buy most of the weapon parts anyway because I've done a ton of quests. Then we move into the main building. Take a little right over here, we've got a weapon box which has nothing in it, perfect. And then we can have a look over here, duffel bag. Usually I'll drop out my serve kit and then we can add in some extra stuff. Then you've got yourself some spawns on here. A computer does spawn on the floor over here. You've also got a weapon box, and then you've got another computer spawn over here. And then on top of here you got a pizza which does actually have a rare spawn on it. And then on the desk underneath this manual, there's another rare spawn, so definitely be checking around there, and then check on top of the chair as well. And then once we've come in here, we'll come out, we check in here just on the floor, see if there's any rare loot there. And then we come outside of here, check on the window sills of all of these kind of windows over here. Over here we have a rare item spawn, so you can get all sorts in there. And then we've got ourselves another PC block that we can open up. Another safe that I don't think there's an actual key for. Then in here you've got intel folder spawns that spawn on these shelves. I found one right here. and then some just checking on all of these as well. Over here, that's where we're getting the white, so nothing there. And then we check in the technical supply crate, and we've got nothing in it. Perfect. And then outside of here, we carry on down the hallway. Got some more spawns that spawn on the floor here. Here's a medical item room, so you can get medical items, so things like LEDXs potentially spawn in here. You've also got yourself a med bag, so you can see here. NaCl, medical tools, and then just checking on the shelves over here, you can get yourself sodium and that sort of stuff on the shelves, so always check on the shelves. And then just on the desk and on the floor around the desk, so not too much in terms of this room right here. Then we go into this one, check inside of here. Over here by this kind of this jumper, you can find some rare technical items that spawn, and on this washing machine, and then check the shelves as well. And then just that is basically that room. And then in here we've got like just a general technical items room, so you can see a sledgehammer, master tool set. We got ourselves a toolbox which we could open if we wanted to, but only thing really worth it in here is maybe some bolts. And then just check all of the shelves as well and on the floor. And then once we've come over to this location, we will then head our way upstairs, taking a left up the stairs, and then we've got ourselves a duffel bag. Duffel bags you can get all sorts in. I have had a ton of loot in those duffel bags. Over here you've got yourself some weapon parts that spawn on the bed, a weapon box directly opposite on the bunk bed, and are we going to get anything interesting? Maybe a pistol in here or a sight, that would be nice. Got ourselves some ammo spawns that spawn here, so you can see some of them clip through. M80, not too bad. And then just checking on the floor over here and on this kind of a table as well. And then coming out of here, we make our way down the hallway. This is the shared bedroom marked room key, so we got a 10 out of 10 use key that we can open. So let's get in here. Now as you come in, on your left, just behind the door, right there on the floor, there is a rare spawn. We got ourselves a jacket that can spawn as well. And we'll pick that up. You got tons of spawns on the floor, so you can check those. And then on the table, on the chair directly here, on the table here, and on the table right next to the head as well. Up here we've got ourselves a med case that spawns as well, so we can take a look at that. And nothing in it, that's fine. Check on top of this chair as well, and then checking around. Make sure that you do check in this jacket, because there can be bitcoins. I've found them in here, but sometimes you'll see the bigger items, things like cultist figurines. And then over here we have another rare spawn on top of the bed. On the windowsill you have another rare spawn, and this can be where key cards can be. You can get actually all of the labs key cards in here as well, so you can find them. On the floor you can see by this bed there is another rare spawn. And over here is where I found a green key card, and we actually got a black key card in the exact same room. So in one room we got two key cards, which made up a lot of money just from a room. And considering that the key cost is only like 700k right now as of recording this video, getting any key card is going to double your money that you've put into the key. And let alone just the rare loose loot that you're getting every single raid, as well as all of the items that are around here. It's just crazy money that can be made off of this one room. It is the only marked room that I would say is the most consistent and just gives you a ton of money for basically no output cost. You want to always check around on the floor, because there can be key cards that are kind of lying around on the floor. Check inside of here and on top of here. And then maybe you check on top of the shelves. I've never seen anything there. And then maybe check inside of here, but I've never seen anything there or on these shelves, to be honest, except from occasionally a rare item that does spawn there. But basically you're checking everywhere on top of all of the tables and everything like that, and you should be golden. Doesn't look like we got a key card in this one, but that's absolutely fine, because I'll show you exactly how much we can make either way, even without getting any of the key cards. It's still crazy money. Then we come outside of here and we make our way into the toilet. You got some spawns that can spawn on here, and then behind you there's a rare spawn in the toilet, because of course BSG just trying to troll. In here, a weapon box, and on the floor you can find some technical items as well. Outside of here, that is where we leave. So we can come out of this building, we come over to here, there can be a rare spawn in there. And then round here, we make our way over to here, and there can be some spawns on the floor, mainly tech items, but you can see there's a mag as well that you can get in here, and then a weapon box. And there's just technical items all over the place in here, so just basically checking the floors, and of course the toolbox. And then making our way over here, you see a keck tape on the floor, and then continuing on and around, you can see that there are potentially other items that spawn on the shelves. You can see a Krasafs over there, and then over this way we make our way over to the main area of the lighthouse. Up on here you'll find ammo spawns that do spawn, and then making our way further up the lighthouse, we're going to head on over to essentially where some of Zarachi will spawn, so we can come into this building. Now we've got some ammo spawns and also some rare spawn on the table, and I believe there can even be a computer down here. And then over here we have got ourselves a duffel and some ammo spawns, and also a rare spawn, and a jacket can spawn there as well. Ammo spawns all over this, so you can pick up some ammo. And then over here we got a rare spawn on top of the safe here, as well as the safe itself. You can actually loot, it's a lootable one, nothing in it today. And then we've got a spawn for food on that shelf. Got ourselves a computer, not 100% spawn for the computer, so it's not always there, but sometimes you can pick up graphics cards from them, and then check the desk as well. And then out of here we make our way to the left, ammo spawns all over here on these green boxes, and then we make our way directly opposite to this door. On the right, ammo spawns, M62, ideal, and a food spawn. Got ourselves another jacket, so some chocolate, ideal. Straight through here we then have another jacket spawn that does spawn on this little rack, and then over here you've got another computer spawn right there. Maybe we'll get a graphics card, not today. And then a rare spawn on the table as well, and then check the chair and everything as well. And then over here I found a what's it called, like a radio that you can find, and a rare spawn there, and then some drawers and stuff in here, a toolbox, that sort of stuff. Through here on the left you've got a rare spawn, and then in here you've got yourself a duffel bag as well. On the floor in this room you can find all sorts as well, so make sure you got a flashlight, and you can find yourself some technical items on the floor, like right here, and a bit further on over here as well, and on top of these kind of shelving units as well. And then we take the door out the back. Over here more kind of ammo spawns, so just checking those all over. And in here, so M855A1. And then directly over here more ammunition spawns, PS12, RRLP, and then we go on top of the roof up here, and we got some weapon attachments. Got ourselves a weapon box as well, nothing in it of course. A rare spawn up here, can spawn a Bitcoin. I've found like 2 Bitcoins in this in the 10 runs that we did previously. Another weapon box with nothing in it. Seems like there's a weird thing going on with the loot today. Don't quite know what that is all about. And then we go down and we make our way directly over to over here. This is a food crate, so a ration supply crate. So if you need some food, you can grab that up. And then through here we have some more tech spawns that do spawn all around on the floor, so check that. Toolbox right there, some more tech spawns on there, and on the tables over here as well can spawn some tech items. And then down here we've also got some more tech item spawns and kind of more rarer stuff as well, so rare tech items. And then up here some rare spawns or just tech spawns even on there. Some weapon parts on this desk, and then we've got ourselves a weapon box as well. Maybe we'll get a actual weapon. Of course, it's a Clin. Some ammo spawns over here. And then we go through here. There's a rare technical item spawn right there on the floor. And then over here is another technical item spawn as well. So just checking over that one. And then we come out of here. Take a quick right. And just checking on top of all of the boxes for any extra ammunition that we might find. And then we make our way. There's some ammo spawns that do spawn on top of this. And we will go right over here. Got ourselves a toolbox. And a jacket can spawn directly next to it as well. Ooh, a water filter. Let's down some apple juice. So there is a jacket that spawns right there. Through here, we've got some more spawns on the ground. Ammunition spawns. More ammunition spawns on top of all of these desks. Another ammunition spawn. And another one. And then on top of here, more ammunition spawns. And on the actual kind of bookcases, you can see another ammunition spawn. A dead scav that does spawn over here as well. And then some more ammunition spawns around here as well. So you can check all of these up if you want to. And there we go. We can just drink all of the food items just for a bit of space. And then ideally you want to unpack your mags as well, because a lot of these will filter into the same ones. And that will just give us a bit more space. PS12A, M80, and then we've got M855A1. So we've got a little bit more space now. And then in here is the radio commandant room. So it's this one. So radar station commandant room. In here is a jacket. This room, not so good. You can get some spawns on top of the desk and on the floor over here and on these shelves that do spawn. Some weapon parts that spawn over here, a weapon box, and then a computer that spawns over here. Not 100% spawn for the computer. And we don't manage to get a graphics card either. So that is a bit of a fat L. You can get a poster on one of these walls as well. And then through here, we take a right. You got some ammo spawns that spawn there and on there, and also down at the very bottom on there. And then you can make your way up to the top. This is another medical room, so this is where you find quite a few stims. So make sure to have your flashlight on in here, and you want to check all over the floor on these desks or tables. And there you go, an alu splint. You get stims all on these as well, and then some stims spawn on this wooden table over here. So always checking there. Some more medical items. I haven't found a LEDX when I was running here, but I'm sure that you probably can. A bit of a lackluster one, no stims for us today. But anyway, moving over to here, we've got ourselves some ammo spawns that spawn over here. And some more over here, M995, nice. And then some whisper ammo as well. And basically this is just one of the best all-round loot runs. If you do have Lightkeeper, at least just not fully unlocked, but just some of the quests, or just have access to the lighthouse itself, you definitely got to get yourself over here, try it out yourself, because you will not regret it whatsoever. And then over here, more ammunition, AP 6.3, which we will actually take. I guess we can drop in there. Some PP ammo, some Hydra Shock that I'm going to do a video on soon. And then up here, we continue going over here. And we got some spawns on the floor, so you can see PK and stuff like that. And then you've got yourself a ammo box as well, so you can get all sorts of ammo in there. Nothing too crazy this time. And then we can make our way back downstairs. And so one thing to note, do not go up onto these rocks. You will get aggroed by Lightkeeper's minions, including Zerachi, and yeah, you're going to lose rep if you do take him out as well. So if you take out any of them, you're going to have to complete the quest Make Amends, which is not going to be preferable to anyone that is actually trying to do any of the Lightkeeper tasks. And then finally, we make our way over here. There's a spawn on the floor for ammunition, some more ammo spawns there, and you can get a rare spawn inside of that little broken box. At this point, this is where we pop the Trimadol, because we're usually absolutely stacked out of our brain. and then we can slowly make our way over. Obviously you can use a mule, you can use an SJ6, you can use anything that increases your endurance, weight limit, strength, etc., just to make it a little bit easier for you to get towards the extract. The extract that you're going to have for this is Southern Road. It's super simple, it's super safe. Basically no PMCs ever go down there. I've never met one in like, I don't know, 13 raids or something that we've done on this. But we make our way over there, and of course I'll just speed up the clip of us getting there. And so there we go. Nothing really to write home about with regards to what we did. Super safe, didn't see anything on our way all the way through that loot run. And of course that's kind of what you want, especially when you are trying to farm as quickly as possible, get through as much as possible in the shortest period of time, because that is just meaning you can get straight back in to the next raid. And so in terms of that loot run, not entirely sure how much we actually made, but we probably netted ourselves $1.5 million, something like that. Probably we didn't get too many super high value items, probably some of them being more to do with things like the water filter and stuff like that, and of course the power bank and the sugars and stuff like that. Still quite easy, consistent money. But in terms of the money that we made from a 10 use bedroom marked room key, this is what we managed to get. So these are the items that I got in all of the raids that I did do. You can see that we've got the million stacks of rubles. This is the money that I sold from previous items that were in this thick case. And so you can see we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, essentially like 10.3 million rubles. Just based on the actual ruble count from selling just the standard trader items, things like cultist figurines, scav figurines, your skulls, your golden chains, that sort of stuff. We got ourselves 3 moonshines from doing that run over the 10 uses. We got ourselves a green keycard, which currently is sitting at 10 million rubles. And then we've got ourselves a black key card, 10 out of 10 uses in the same room that we got the green, and that's 5.7 million. So just in one room out of the 10, we managed to make 15 million rubles. We got ourselves an intel folder, as I said, on that shelf that we mentioned, 4 bitcoins. I'd actually sold quite a few bitcoins as well. These are just the ones that I had left over. Obviously some figurines. We got ourselves 2 graphics cards, which were just from those PCs that spawn in there, and just some general assorted items that we did get throughout the raid, medical items from those medical rooms that are in the run. And so overall we are probably looking in the region of about 35 million rubles minimum from this raid, if we take into account 15 million from the green and black, plus another 10 million conservatively just from the rubles. Then we got about 2.5 million from the Bitcoin. We got ourselves another like million and a bit from the moonshines, a red rebel from the marked room as well. We got an SP8, so you can get all of the marked room items in there. I've not found a docs case or anything like that, so it seems like it is just the rare spawns, including the key cards, vertexes, fire seals, mules, all sorts can be found in the run. And so per use of the key, in terms of what I was getting, is about 3.5 million rubles per use of the key, or per run, should we say, because of course we looted up the other areas as well. In terms of the value of the key, so the bedroom marked room key, you can see you can pick one up for 640,000 rubles, so super cheap. I picked up 5 yesterday for 400k. Which are now sat here, and I think I dropped them into here as well. Some of them were ones I already had, and you can see a load of bitcoins that I've been storing up. And so yeah, really decent money run, and probably one of the least known money runs, probably because it does have the high requirement of having to have the lightkeeper actually unlocked, but it's another reason for you to go ahead and get your lightkeeper task done as quickly as possible, so you can go ahead and do this as well. And apparently we got a task item on me as well, so I can go ahead and hand that one in, I guess, which is the top secret for skier. So I might as well do that as a little additional extra to this video. So there we go, top secret all done. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to like it, and of course subscribe for more. If you've got any weird routes, any weird things that you'd like me to test out on Escape from Tarkov PVE, be sure to comment in the comment section, and I will try my best to either respond or just simply make a video on your requests. I've done quite a few videos based on your guys' requests, and I do appreciate all of the support. But other than that, have a fantastic rest of the day, and I hope you'll join me in the next one. Goodbye.